Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 813. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. If you would like to join me on camera, you don't need any prior permission. If you'd like to join me to promote yourself, say hello, all that would be great. It would also be great if you could share this out. That way, more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. So let's get started. Let's see. I am going to go to the Word page, and that is the nonprofit and government information page where you can find some really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also by city, county, and state government. So definitely check it out. Go up and down the page, see what pertains to you. Go ahead and sign up. And also, you might find a place or two to volunteer at. So that's a really great place to start out with. So we start with the American Red Cross. We have all these different classes, first aid, etc., etc. Let's see. I'm just scrolling down just to choose a couple of items. Now, today is Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah. So today is the day, if you're interested, to let the city know that you want to fill this spot that's vacant on the Durham Historic Preservation Commission. So if you love history and you love Durham, the Bull City, you might want to check that out. You can click on the link right there on the Word page, right there where the calendar is, where it says City of Durham. And then you can see what it's all about. And then if you're still interested, let them know by end of day today that you want to try to fill that vacancy on the Durham Historic Preservation Commission. Okay, let's see. Just scrolling down. Oh, I haven't mentioned this in a minute. There's an organization called CORE, Children of Restaurant Employees. That name might not be totally descriptive. I'll tell you what it's about. This is a national program. They have offices, main offices in Tennessee and Georgia. But basically, it's for restaurant employees. As you probably know, they're not the highest paid people in the world. And when they suffer medical crises or injuries, death in the family, whatever, they really suffer. It's hard for them to keep up with finances. So CORE is set up to help people working in the food and beverage service industry. They give them grants, and when you get a grant, you don't have to pay it back. So they can help with rent, mortgage, utilities, prescriptions, medical equipment, childcare, funeral expenses, funds for basic necessities. They help people with information in both English and Spanish. So what you should do is to go to the website if you're interested, because I have the link right there. And again, you can choose either English or Spanish. You can see what they will and will not pay for and what situations they take into consideration. I mean, they just don't throw money, around willy-nilly. So you can apply online and learn more about it by going to durhamskywriter.com. You go to the Word page, and then you scroll down to CORE, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. Now, wait a minute. Oh, Durham County Department of Public Health. They have in partnership with the DINE program, which is the nutrition education program, also End Hunger Durham, Durham Public Schools, et cetera, et cetera. They have a Durham area food resources map. Now, as you know, the summer feeding program is over, sponsored by the Durham Public Schools because, school's starting up again. So the summer feeding program is over, but people are still hungry. People still need to figure out how to get their next meal if they're broke or if they're, low on cash and resources. So this map is to help you. You jump on your phone, tablet, laptop, whatever, and you click on the link that's provided on the Word page, and there's a whole map, the Durham Area Food Resources Map. It shows you the food pantries, They did show the kids free summer meal sites, but like I said, that just ended. Grocery stores and farmers markets that take SNAP and WIC. So you can click for. So they have a link specifically for viewing on your cell phone. So check it out. It's on the word page and it's under the Durham County Department of Public Health. And I also have an explanation on how to learn about SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, how to sign up for it. We used to call it food stamps back in the day. Also, I have information in Spanish. You can call More in My Basket, and there's a number for English speakers and a number for Spanish speakers. If you need help filling out the SNAP application, it's not always easy filling out applications. So if you need help, don't be ashamed. Just go ahead and ask for the help. That's why they're there, and then you can get on SNAP and get some real help for your family. I also have information about WIC. WIC is the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for women, infants, and children. That's where the WIC comes from. So definitely check it out. Again, I have links for English speakers and Spanish speakers, and it's all under Durham County Department of Public Health. All right, now the Durham County libraries are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6. Then they reopen at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10 tomorrow. Let's check to see what's happening at Durham Tech Small Business Center, which is downtown. They have activities in person, and I also took the liberty of listing classes that are being offered across the state at many of the small business centers across North Carolina. You could always you can attend any of them. They're all free. They're online. Malachi, she's saying, "Hey everyone, I'll be calling you when the show's over. How you doing, Malachi? Happy to have you here." All righty. So let's see what's going on today in terms of free classes for entrepreneurs online. Here's a class from 2 until 3:30, legal considerations for franchising or buying a franchise, trademarks, and copywriting. They're covering a lot. That's going to be from 2 until 3:30. Here's another one from 3 until 4:30, 25 business ideas and additional revenue streams for 2025. I like the sound of that. It's nice to have a little money, doing a little something extra on the side, make a little extra money or whatever. Now, a friend of my niece, what she used to do, knowing that people love to dress up their infants and toddlers and designer clothes. So anyway, what she used to do was to buy lightly used, fashionable clothes for infants and children, and then she opened up a little online shop, and she sold these items that she would get at really good prices, and she made enough. Now, the reason she was doing this, I think her baby was disabled, so she was struggling and she was staying home with the child and needed money. So she started doing this. She started selling designer clothes for little ones online, and she was able to make her rent. So, yeah. So Malachi's saying going to the Durham Bulls game on Thursday afternoon. Okay, awesome. I don't know if that means we're not going out for lunch on Thursday. Let me know, because I was going to call you right after the show today. So let me know. Okay, let's see if there are any other class. Oh, here's another class. Okay. This one is from 6 until 8. Boss Ready, Overcoming the Fear of Entrepreneurship. I guess it can be scary to start a business, especially if you're really. Some people start businesses because they really need to, they really need the money. Like the young lady I was talking about before, you can't leave home because you're a caregiver, or being an entrepreneur can just be scary because so much is really, you don't know if you're going to be successful. You need the money. You want to make sure you reach enough people to entice them to do business with you, et cetera, et cetera. So you might want to take this one-off class and deal with your fears and see if you can get some resources and some good ideas so you can really get in there and start a really cool online or in-person business. So that class is going to be from 6 until 8 tonight. So go ahead and sign up. Got the link for every class. Click on it, sign up. These classes, by the way, are live. So they're great because you can ask questions and they can really, usually, these classes are run by people who have already gone through all this. They know what it's like. And when they answer your question, it's not just book learning that they're representing, but it's real life. So I can't say that for every teacher, but I have attended quite a few of these classes and they're really good. And the teachers are really, really good. Okay. Oh, so we are going to lunch. Oh, so I pick you up at the reality center. Is it near where is that? I don't know if it's near Durham School of the Arts or what. I'll find it. I'll have to look it up. If I can't find it, I'll let you know. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I'll call you first, and I'll look it up on Google Maps. Let me continue. Let's see. Um, I'm scrolling down looking for Score. Let me see if they have any classes today. They do not, but they have a class tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Now, SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. They know what it's like to run a business, to start a business, to compete. You can get a mentor. They have classes too, in person and online. They're in downtown Durham. So let's see what they have going on tomorrow. Tomorrow at 1, they're going to have a virtual class. QuickBooks for the novice, setting up your first account. QuickBooks is a program, an app, and it's for as you can guess by the name, keeping all your money straight. Accounting, it's like an accounting program, so you can learn all about that during tomorrow's class. It's live. It's at 1 o'clock. Let's go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to the. I always forget to check the Legal Ease page because, let's see. I just want to check something real quick. What I'm looking for is legal aid. Let's see. See, I have been forgetting to check the Legal Ease page. Legal Aid of North Carolina, they run these these online seminars, and they're really super good. And I've been unfortunately forgetting to check and tell you about them. So let's see if there are any classes today or tomorrow. Oh, here's a class for tomorrow. 2:30, Fair Housing, Listen and Learn. So you can learn all about the fair housing rights in North Carolina. If you've ever called and they said, yes, this place is available, and then you get there and they look at you and say, oh, and you can, sometimes you might look a way they didn't expect, if you know what I'm saying. And then they'll say, oh, wow. Yeah, I just sold it, or whatever. So, yeah. So, learn about fair housing. And that is going to be tomorrow online at 2:30. Just in case I forget to mention it tomorrow. Okay, now I'm going back to your health page. See what's happening. Let me find that page. There we go. Let's click on that and see what's happening. Of course, starting out with immunization. Don't forget, school starts really soon. Find out if your little ones. Now, I asked someone at the Community Health Coalition, what age are the kids vaccinated nowadays? And I think it's before you go to kindergarten and before you go to, I forgot already. Is it high school or seventh grade? I think it's high school. I think. I forgot already. Oh my goodness. Anyway, if you actually are a parent and you need that information, definitely check with the Durham County Department of Public Health. I have the link right there on the health page. Alrighty, let's see what else is happening. Now I'm looking for the blood drives because it's very important to be able to save lives by donating blood. So let's see if there's any blood drives as led by the American Red Cross. Today's the 13th. Yes. They're about to set up at the BC Solera and Tap Room, that is the American Red Cross, 4120 University Drive, and that will be from 1 until 6 this afternoon. Look for the bus. Let me see, any tomorrow? Okay, none tomorrow. So that's today. Let me check with Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Yes, Blood Connection, they're going to have a blood drive today, and that will be at Greystone Church, 2601 Hillsborough Road, and that's right off of 9th Street, and that will be from 3 until 7 today. All right, and now I'm going to go to the top of the page, click on that big blue Health Events button, and let's see. Today's the 13th. Okay, so nothing today. But it's always good to check, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to go to the Senior Scope page and we're going to see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is at 406 Rigsby Avenue downtown. Great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. All right, now today is Wednesday. So this afternoon, bingo size from 1 until 2, Spanish level 2 at 1 o'clock, Super Agers Tech class at 1, chair volleyball at 2, a very special class led by Thaddeus Bennett called Lamba, Senegalese welcome dance. So you might want to check that out. This is every Wednesday in August, as led by Thaddeus Bennett. He used to be with the African American Dance Ensemble. He used to also, you might remember, you might recognize him. He used to work at Seeds and also the Museum of Life and Science. And I think he's getting back into dance, which is nice. So you can call and register. It's free, but you do have to register. So you call 919-688-8247, extension 110. And that class starts at 2 o'clock in the theater. Also happening this afternoon, New World, New Skills Tech class at 2:15. Bring your gear with you so you can learn how to use your tech, be it a tablet, a smartphone, whatever. Jammin' with Janet is from 3 until 3:45. This is where you learn joyful movement to all types of music from around the world. That should be really fun. That's going to start at 3 o'clock. And then the Lifeline Dancers, 3:30. So if you want to line dance, you can definitely do that. Now tomorrow morning, Seniors on the Move, line dancing at 8:35. French 2 class at 9. Just Ask George as tech questions from 9 until 11 in the computer lab. Open Arts from 9 until noon in the art studio. Breakfast bingo at 9:30. Yoga Your Way at 10. Taking Care with Diabetes at 10. Conversation. Oh, wait, I skipped one. Keep It Moving, gentle exercise at 10. Conversational French Club at 10:30, Intermediate African Dance at 11:30, and African Drumming at 12:30. Bring your own drum. Okay, let's see. Let's check for the special events with today being the 13th. Let's see. Right. Minor Solution, they are offering free notary services today from 1 until 2, and that's going to be in office 216. You can call and register at extension 103. So it's going to be this afternoon. If you need something notarized, take it to the Durham Center for Senior Life between 1 and 2. Call first and register at extension 103. Let's see. Now tomorrow at 12:30, the caregiver support group will be meeting in the boardroom. That will be starting at 12:30. If you are a caregiver of someone with someone who's age 55 and up. Could be Alzheimer's, could be dementia, or whatever. So you don't have to register. If you can get away for a little while, then definitely come to the Durham Center for Senior Life and get some tips of being a better caregiver. You know what? They have a daycare for seniors. It's like a separate thing. And I wonder if you can set it up so that you can bring your loved one with you and have them visit daycare for a couple of hours while you're at your support group meeting. I'm going to ask them about that because it seems like that would be cool if they could do that. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to ask that. I mean, at the very worst, they could say no, they can't do that. But if they can, I will definitely let you know because it's really hard to get away when you're a caregiver because yeah, I mean, I moved here to be a caregiver. My aunt had Alzheimer's, and I know for a fact it's hard to get away, especially if they're really active and getting into things, if you know what I'm saying. So look at the comment below. Oh, okay. Okay, let me continue. Let's see. So that's a caregiver support group at 12:30 tomorrow. Also, there's going to be a Humana Health workshop tomorrow, also at 12:30. This one is going to be in the theater. What you need to know about Alzheimer's disease. So important. Learn the early warning signs. Because I remember when okay, so I moved in with my aunt in 2001. But I remember my mom being alarmed because my aunt started being like really forgetful. I don't mean forgetful, I mean forgetting important things in the 90s. So she lived quite a while before I moved in with her. So, um, yeah, learn the early warning signs and the risk factors associated with dementia and Alzheimer's. Because sometimes they get dementia first and then it goes into Alzheimer's. Um, there's a difference between the two, but like my dad, he just went from one, he just slid from one to there is no real threshold, I don't think, where you can say they definitely have Alzheimer's. It just seems like a slow decline to me. I guess it might depend on whether they're on medication or not. Malachi, I told you I was going to call you after the show. So, yeah, just be mindful. I'm trying to do a show here. Okay. Now, let's see. I think that's pretty much it. I do want to mention, of course, the Little River Senior Center, which is sort of like a spinoff of the Durham Center for Senior Life. So they are at 8305 North Roxborough Road in Bahama. So if you live far north and you don't want to come downtown every day, you can go to Little River. They have activities too during the week, and they have access to the gym, so you can bring your basketball and have fun. Their events are between like, or activities are between like 8:30 ish and 2 ish. Now tomorrow they're going to have a special event, what you need to know about Alzheimer's disease, and that's going to be at 10:30 tomorrow. There you go. All righty, let's go to the Let's Go page. That's the calendar of events page, and let's see what's happening. Let's see. Let's go. There we are. Okay, today is the 13th. Today is the 13th. There we are. Whoa, this page is kind of wonky today. Okay, so even though I think it's still raining, but Boxyard RTP, they do have a concert series. The Here and There live concert series is going on right now from noon until 2. They do this every Wednesday. Today they'll be playing Swing, New Orleans, and Latin Jazz by Root Down Collective. Now, even though it might be raining, it's rain or shine at Boxyard because it's covered. It's outdoors, but it's covered, and they don't shut down unless there's lightning. They don't want anyone to get hurt. So if there's live concerts going on and it starts lightning out, they might not shut down the whole Boxyard. You can still go to the restaurants and eat and drink, but they probably don't want the musicians to get struck by lightning, with their microphones and the amplifiers and DJ equipment and all that sort of thing. So yeah. So Root Down Collective will be performing until 2 unless, a thunderstorm breaks out. Okay, now if you're in need, oh, I didn't tell you where it was. Boxyard RTP is at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. Now, St. Joseph AME Church at 2521 Fayetteville Street, they're having their community food distribution, which is a food giveaway, and that will be from 2 until 3. Wait a minute. Where's oh, I skipped over Catholic Charities. I thought something was missing. Catholic Charities runs the Durham Community Food Pantry. It's going on right now for another half hour. So they're at 2020 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center, right in between the relatively new Lincoln Community Health Center and the Scrap Exchange. So it's starting to rain hard. Like I said, if lightning breaks out, they're going to cut the music at Box Art. So with the Durham Community Food Pantry, you go there. You can only go once a month. You talk to a social worker. You get your food. Let them know if you can't have pork or dairy. Sometimes they have clothing and other things to give away because people are always donating things to Catholic charities. You get like a week or so, depending on what they give you. They give you a lot of food. They give away a lot of food. Some perishable, some non-perishable. So it should last a while. They also have diapers. They have pull-ups, newborn to toddler sizes, and then big ones for adults. So definitely ask for diapers if you need diapers. And that is today, going on until 1. Just let you know, it's Wednesdays and Thursdays from 10 until 1. And then, with it being Wednesday, they do it again from 5 until 7. Let's see. Now, I told you about Root Down Collective. This is so weird. The page refreshes on its own, so I have to keep scrolling down. That's a new glitch. This happened once before. This might be a Wix error of some kind. I use Wix, the drag and drop website builder. Okay, let's hope that it stays put right now. Okay, this is not the latest. It sure isn't. Let me refresh. It's kind of glitchy today. So I'm refreshing the page. It's kind of weird that it glitched and went back to an earlier version. I don't like that at all. I might have to contact Wix and ask what's going on, because if it keeps doing this, this is really awkward to be live and to have this happen. Um, okay, the Emmanuel Food Pantry, they operate out of the Iglesia Presbyteriana Emmanuel, and this as a Hispanic church at 25. Oh, you don't have to be Hispanic to go, of course. So they are helping the hungry, basically. So 2504 North Roxborough Street on Wednesdays from 2 to 4. They help people who are struggling, people who need food for their families. So they changed how they're doing this. They want you to go online to register before 1 o'clock. They give away food between 2 and 4, but you need to register by 1 because they've been tying up traffic northbound Roxborough Road, and they're trying to fix that problem. So they want you to register between 1 and let them know when you'll arrive for your food. And when you get there, you go to the intersection of Lavender and Banner Streets, and then they'll direct you from there so they can cut down on the traffic, North Roxborough Street. So you'll be following the directions of the church volunteers. So it's this afternoon from 2 until 4, but go online before 1 and register. They're at 2504 North Roxborough Street. Now, New Visions of Africa restaurant, they're giving away free meals to people who are struggling, and that is between 3 and 6. So if you're driving, see if you can park in the Jelly D Hill parking lot, which is right next door. Now, the Wednesday Durham Farmers Market is a rain or shine event, which happens in Durham Central Park because they're under the pavilion, 501 Foster Street. You can park for free by going just west, which is on Morris Street, the Measurement Incorporated parking lot, and that's from 3 until 6. Get your fresh fruits and vegetables. Now, if you're using SNAP, EBT, and also WIC. And also, if you're using the senior vouchers, you can double your money in certain circumstances. If you're using SNAP EBT, you can get, depending on how much you plan to spend, you can double your money up to $10, which is really nice. If you're using the senior voucher, you sign the voucher. There are each one is worth $5. Each one you sign for, you get $5 tokens. So you can double your money that way, which is really, really nice. Also, hey, Dave is here. Happy Wednesday, buddy. Hey, Dave, how are you? Nice to have you here. Missed you yesterday. No pressure. I'm not trying to put pressure on anyone. I'm just saying. No pressure. Okay, don't forget the Sprouts Club. So this is for kids. So as you're taking the kids with you to the farmers market, they don't have to walk behind you and be bored or whatever, unless of course you allow them to help you choose the food that you take home. Just know that the Sprouts Club is for kids. If it's raining, they might not want to play on the playground, or you might not want them to play on the playground. Instead, they can take part in the Sprouts Club activities. So that means that they take part in the activities, and then when they're done, they get a $5 market bucks, $5 in market bucks, and then they can buy their own food. Alrighty. So that is tomorrow. Oh, the page is refreshing again. This is so frustrating. This is really messing me up. It's messing up my flow. This is really frustrating. There's going to be a Wix workshop this afternoon, and I might want to ask them online. I might need to ask them what's going on. There's a new glitch. Oh, while you're in Durham Central Park today for the farmers market, the Durham County Library bookmobile will be there too. And they'll be there for 3 whole hours, from 3 until 6, which is nice. Usually their visits for an hour or a half hour, but they want to serve, I guess, as many people as possible. You can go aboard the bookmobile, you can choose some books. You can take them home, and when you're done, after you check them out and you're done reading them, you just return them to whatever library is closest to where you live or work, which I think is really, really cool. And Dave is saying, you get $5, she gets $5, we all get $5. Well, not all. You have to be special in a way, if you know what I'm saying. You have to have the certain, the EBT or the SNAP or the WIC or the senior voucher. So you have to be a little special there. Got to be a little special. I have my vouchers. Definitely have. And I need to go. I need to get some. You know what? I haven't had fresh fruits in this house for about a week. I need to go to the farmer's market and take care of that. And I will do so. Let me continue. Kings Park International Church, they're having their food pantry and clothing closet this afternoon from 5 until 6. They're at 1305 Odyssey Drive. So you can get some food, and also you can get something nice. So that if you're getting back on your feet, getting back to work or whatever, you can look nice for the interview, etc. So that is, again, from 5 until 6. Now, if you're looking for work, especially if you want to work for Durham Public Schools, today's your lucky day. There's a job fair today at the Minnie Ford Brown Staff Development Center, 2107 Hillendale Road. Is from 5 until 6:30. Here's what they're looking for. They're looking for a lot. Bus drivers, safety assistants, custodians, instructional assistants. That's like teachers. I guess they used to call them teachers' aides. General maintenance workers, before and after school care, people to handle the school nutrition, and more. Now, if you want to get a sneak peek at the job listings, and it's good always when you have the opportunity, check the job description so that you can write down, especially if you have a resume, you can highlight or whatever, and you can match your skills and your experience with what they're looking for. So don't go in there cold. Click on the link that's right there on the Let's Go page, and write down the job description, everything that they're looking for in the job that you're looking for, and then think about it. Put some thought into it. Look at your resume if you have one, and then say, I didn't do that exactly, but I had a job where I did something very similar, you know, um, especially if you, even if you volunteered, if even if it wasn't a so-called real job. Let me tell you a story real quick about volunteering. So um, I used to do the newsletter for the Family Resource Center on Disabilities back home in Chicago. And I remember the director telling me there was a job opening. She was telling, not for me. I mean, she's telling me the story about them having a job opening, and there was a volunteer who she felt was just right for the job. This lady was on welfare. She had a child who had a disability, and I guess to stay active and to show, I guess, appreciation for the help her daughter was getting, she volunteered at the Family Resource Center on Disabilities. She was on welfare, and the director asked her, "Why didn't you? I think this job is, for you. I think it's." My page refreshed again. This is so weird. Anyway, she said, "This job, I think it would be perfect for you. Why didn't you apply?" And the lady blushed and she said, "Well, I'm on welfare. I've never had a job. Um, I didn't know I could be eligible for it. I've never had a real job." So the director sat down with this lady who was active in her church, who was active at the nonprofit, and she took notes. She just actually, what she did in terms of being a volunteer throughout her adult life. It turns out she had all the skills they needed. The lady she didn't realize that the skills that she had developed had real world value. She felt because she was on welfare that she wasn't probably like worthy or whatever, but she had all the skills that they needed. So she got the job. And you talk about, yeah, that really made, that made everybody happy. That was really nice. Okay. Okay, Malachi, you're going to really need to calm down. Okay. I told you I was going to call you after the show. So you're being disruptive now. So I'm going to ask you to please stop. I'm going to call you after the show, and we'll talk about it. Okay. So don't be disruptive. Disruptive. So anyway, this where was I? See this thing, this page refreshed, and now I have to scroll down again. So take into consideration everything you've done, not just your real work in quotes experience, but also your volunteer work also. Alrighty, and also family work. Some people work at their family stores and they don't realize they're developing skills there too, or family businesses or whatever. Let me continue. I'm going to respect your time. Um, okay, the job fair. Yes, the food pantry is open again, like I explained, from 5 until 7, as run by Catholic Charities in the Lakewood Shopping Center. It's game night at Boxyard RTP from 5:30 until 8:30. So you're sitting outside, you're playing board games, you're making new friends. And even if it's raining, they'll probably still do it because it's covered. But like I said, if it's thunder, if it's lightning and thundering out, they probably will cut it short or postpone it. Now, this is very serious. The Answell Funeral Home, they're hosting a talk. It's called Dying on Our Terms, Medical Aid in Dying. That's going to be this evening from 6 until 8 at the Durham County Main Library, 300 North Roxborough Street. So various speakers, they'll be talking about things, real serious topics like hospice, right to die, and other end of life issues. It's free, of course. It's at the library, but they do want you to click to register. It's going to be held probably in the auditorium, and I'm sure they want to make sure that they have enough room for everybody who wants to attend. The Let's see. Oh, there's going to be a movie shown at the Carolina Theater of Durham. It's an I've read what this is about. This sounds like a movie I want to see. I probably won't have time to view it tonight. I've got things to do. But check out this movie. It's at the Carolina Theater of Durham, 309 West Morgan Street, part of the Retro film series. The screening starts at 7, tickets are 10. The name of the movie, Beyond a Reasonable Doubt, is from 1956. And it's by Fritz Lang, the director. And from what I understand, And David saying, death with dignity, yes. And Malachi, the job fair is from 5 until 6:30 tonight. Well, I shouldn't say tonight. I mean this late this afternoon. And my page just refreshed again. This is so frustrating. This is really disrupting my show. So anyway, let me continue. Let me find my spot. So, this movie, right? Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. So this person wants to fake a death and then take credit for this death that didn't really occur, and they want to be a hero by providing, I guess, the information that exonerates them. I don't know why the very short explanation didn't explain everything, but you can probably watch the. I actually have the link to the trailer. I'm going to watch the trailer after after the show. But basically, what happens is the person whose death is faked for this movie actually dies accidentally. So the person who claimed that this person died by their hand, this person actually died. And so now this other person is in trouble, is in a real fix. That sounds like a wild movie. So, yeah, you might want to check this movie out. It's called Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. And it's from 1956. And it sounds like one of those good ones. Okay, also happening tonight, Brett's open mic is from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill, which is downtown at 709 Washington Street. Admission's $5. Of course, they would love for you to order some delicious food. When you get there and you hear the backup band playing R&B, smooth jazz, and funk, you might be tempted to hop on stage. You can do that. Sign up first, and then they'll let you hop on stage and join them. All they're really good. So if you're really good too, hop on stage and join them and have the time of your life. It's going to be this evening from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill. Also, if you don't want to perform, you would rather hear somebody else perform, the Durham Hotel at 315 East Chapel Hill Street, they're hosting singer-songwriter Allie J on the Roof tonight. That should be really nice from 7:30 until 9. It's free, and of course, they're going to have food and beverages available for purchase. Now, if it's raining, I don't know if Allie J will perform somewhere else or if they'll cancel. I honestly don't know. So you might want to call or maybe check them out on their Instagram or Facebook. And I might give them a call and find out what their plans are if it rains. So I'll probably do that. In fact, we make a note of that. If it rains. So I might want to do that. Okay, now tomorrow, Toddler Together Yoga, where parents and their little ones between the ages of 1 and 4 get to learn yoga at Jewish for Good from 10 until 10:45. And there's a $10 class fee, or you can become a member, and it's free for members. And then from 11 until 11:45, it's Baby and Me Yoga for parents and their little ones up to age 1. Also at Jewish for Good, 1937 West Cornwallis Road. Catholic Charities, they're going to have the Durham Community Food Pantry again tomorrow from 10 until 1. And I didn't mention it, I forgot to mention that there are people there who speak Spanish and at least one person there who speaks French. All righty, I think that's it. Oh, wait a minute. RTP Toastmasters, they meet at the South Regional Library tomorrow, 4505 South Alston Avenue. This is a great way to learn how to develop your public speaking skills. And when you think public speaking, of course, you're talking about talking in front of church or meetings or on stage somewhere. Keep in mind, if you want to do what I'm doing and you're talking in front of a camera, it's the same deal pretty much. It's public speaking. So if you want to get comfortable in front of the camera, I suggest that you join one of our local Toastmasters. So they will be meeting tomorrow from noon until 1. All righty. Oh, wait a minute. What's the 5:30? Okay. All right, so that's it. And now let's check the weather. Let's see what's going on with the weather. can probably hear it rain behind me. I can definitely hear it. So it's 80 degrees right now, and it's raining here on Cap Street at least. I know Durham's becoming quite a sizable city. It might not be raining where you are, but it's raining here, and the high today is going to be 84. Now it says the rain is expected to stop in 30 minutes. Okay. Now let me look ahead. So at 1 o'clock, there's a 95% chance of rain, and then at 2, it drops down to 35%. Then cloudy the rest of the day and night. Okay, and then tomorrow, the high will be 85. Okay, I like hot weather, love that. 65% chance of thunderstorms, not just rain, but thunderstorms. So if it's thunderstorming, Malachi, we're not going out to lunch. I don't go out in thunderstorms. I might go out if it's raining a little bit, but I don't drive when it's crazy out. And that's just the way it is. We'll have to postpone lunch. I'm just saying. So we'll see. But I can go ahead 24 hours on my app here. So let me see how far I can see in advance. Now, tomorrow morning, it looks like tomorrow morning cloudy. So if it rains tomorrow, it looks like it's going to be in the afternoon. So maybe um, lunch is on. So, yeah. Alrighty, that is it for today's show. I hope you have a beautiful afternoon. Malachi, Dave, thanks for joining me on, almost said on camera. Thanks for joining me in the audience. For those watching the replay, hello, hello. Happy that you're here watching Bull City Hangout. And I'll see you tomorrow. Now, depending on what's happening, so I'm going, so Malachi and I are meeting for lunch tomorrow. So depending, I haven't called her yet, so I don't know what's going to happen. So I might be pre-recording tomorrow's show. I might be depending on Malachi's schedule. I know I have to work tomorrow, and I know Malachi is off. So with her saying that she's going to an event tomorrow, I think she said the Bulls ball game. I don't know when the game starts tomorrow. So we're going to see. And if it's thunderstorming, that's going to change everything. So tomorrow's show might be pre-recorded. If it's not, I'll see you at noon. And with that, have a beautiful afternoon. Stay dry. Don't forget your little umbrella or rain jacket. And Dave is saying thanks for all the info, buddy. Have a great day. Fist bump, indeed. And I'll see you all tomorrow, some kind of way. Ciao for now.